Hello, everyone. I accidentally started doing this off recording, and just to throw that out there immediately. Which means I could have queued up the intro, but it's par for the course for me to forget to do that.
Yes.
But anyways, this is episode number 153 of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit
and the Executioner Daniel Travas.
And I'm gonna have to fix that to make sure the transcript actually reads that as Travis.
Yeah, great. Okay, anyway.
I'm Matthew Smith, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. Let's run through the topics and then hop into number one.
Number uno.
What old premium live events should WWE bring back?
Number two.
AEW launching another television show.
Number three.
The results for not the results, the actual prediction battle for WWE Bad Blood 2024. You can tell we're doing this because I have a WWE merchandise on.
Yeah,
anyways, let's hop into topic one, which, since this is an odd episode, you start.
Well, an old WWE pay-per-view that WWE should bring back. The first one that pops into my head is honestly, no.
I mean, for me, I would bring back Judgment Day.
Yeah, if bring back Judgment Day just to have Judgment Day. If you don't do that shit,
participate on Judgment Day.
No, I'm saying if you don't have Judgment Day, at least walk out with gold on Judgment Day. That'd be funny. But anyway, another pay-per-view that WWE should bring back is Cyber Sunday.
Problem. WWE PLEs happen on Saturday now by order of chairperson Nick Khan.
Right, okay. You can just flop the name around. Call it Cyber Saturday.
Yeah, I guess you could. Like, we've talked about how that would work in this day and age, and by that I mean it would actually work.
Yes. Another old PLE pay-per-view, whatever the hell you want to call it, that WWE should bring back is Extreme Rules.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We haven't had one in a few years.
Yeah. You got the timer going, right?
Yes, I do. We are at 4:25.
Okay, gonna keep that thing going, but let's see.
Yeah, we only need it for 2 topics this episode. I should be able to handle that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Another pay-per-view that I'm genuinely surprised has not is saying okay, whether they could do this for main roster or NXT is what's the name of an old pay-per-view? Oh yeah. St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah, the closest thing we're probably getting to that is Vengeance Day for NXT.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this, Matthew. What is an old PLE that should be brought back for NXT?
For NXT?
Yes.
Well, they only had like 3 that actually had like a subtitle before they got rid of the takeover.
Okay.
And I would like to see this as like a January PLE NXT arrival. Do you remember that? Their first sort of special?
Yeah.
NXT could treat it like a Royal Rumble on their way to Stand and Deliver.
Yeah. True. That's something, okay. That is something I really bothers, and I'm just going to say this right now. I honestly believe NXT should have their own unique Royal Rumble. You don't have to do,
Yeah.
and I'm not talking like, and I'm just stating this just to get this out of my system, is you don't have to have it be the normal, traditional, over the top rope stuff. If you want to be different, have it be like a gauntlet eliminator shit. Get really crazy with that shit.
Well, yeah, I would say like 3 ways to get eliminated: over the top rope, pinfall, or submission.
Get real crazy with that.
Yeah.
You talk about some chaos.
But yeah, we need to get back on topic for the minute and a half we have left.
Okay, an old pay-per-view that WWE needs to bring back is what's an old Armageddon.
Yeah, have that be the December pay-per-view. WWE's not having one this year again.
Yeah, so
And Armageddon used to happen in December.
yeah, have like, Armageddon or Judgment Day or hell have no hell Over the Edge or something. They don't do Over the Edge, maybe because of what happened at that. Never mind.
Yeah, maybe Over the Limit.
Yeah, bring back
Remember that?
Yeah, what
Or
about
Breaking Point? Or maybe.
Okay. What about no what about bring back No Mercy for the main roster?
The timer just went off, but yeah, that might be interesting. Have the No Mercy WWE Premium Live event followed directly the next day by NXT No Mercy, the Premium Live event.
Okay, Matthew, my final before I hear my final thoughts. I honestly believe that if WWE, needs to bring back, they don't have to do just old WWE premium live events or pay-per-views, same sort of goddamn thing. But they don't have to do just old WWE events or WWF. Why not do, if you have if you own the copyrights to ECW, use some of that shit. Or, you own
Yeah, and they own the
WCW,
rights to WCW, so maybe we could see a WWE Fall Brawl or something.
yeah. Do that. That way NXT can have war games.
Again. But
Again.
that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. Buddy, your thoughts?
My thoughts are that are these things going to come back? Probably not. We're just 2 months talking about stuff we want to see on a podcast that hardly anyone listens to. Thank you for listening if you listen. But in reality, like Armageddon and Judgment Day, those, in my opinion, are the 2 that make the most sense to bring back. We also probably came up with another topic for next week if we're being realistic. How we're in the NXT Royal Rumble work.
Yeah.
Coming to you most likely next week. But
Yeah,
we'll be
good.
right back with topic number 2.
Good.
And we are back with topic number 2. So, AEW, you know we don't like it. why the heck are they coming up with another TV show?
Yes.
What's it called? Like Shockwave or
Shockwave.
something?
And it's going to be on Fox.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
My honest thought is this going to be like another sort of like, I feel like for me, I feel like it's hard to say this, but I feel like it's just going to be another Rampage or Collision, or, a show that, has so much going on that you're going to forget about it in a couple months.
Yeah, the thing for me is I'm worried it's gonna introduce new championships. The
You're not.
AEW Fox Championship, for all we know.
Honestly. And by the way, this has actually something to do with AEW for once. I have heard that starting next year, all pay-per-views for AEW will be streaming on Max.
Well, I won't be watching them on Max because we don't care. The only reason we're talking about this is because I thought it would be interesting.
I mean, I thought WWE having I mean, to be honest, with AEW having this show, that's just great. But it's just like, all right, you know what? Like, it's gonna be great. Another show that you're gonna forget about. But what are your thoughts? This is your topic, so
Yeah,
what think you?
I am legitimately worried they're gonna introduce more championships for this show.
Yeah,
Because
it's the
Tony Khan seems to believe that every AEW show needs to have some championship division when they don't even have like minor shows anymore. Like, pretty sure Dark got canceled. Dark Evolution also got canceled.
yeah.
The
You have
only
so
B shows are like Collision and Ring of Honor, and those are lackluster.
and it's kind of to me ridiculous how AEW like guys, you have so many championships that. Are you sure you're not called All Elite Championship Wrestling?
AECW?
Exactly. Because in my eyes, it's just like,
No,
dude.
no, no. It wouldn't be AEW. It'd be ACW, All Championship Wrestling. Because I find it like when I watched, it was rare that AEW had a match that did not feature some form of champion.
Yeah, when I watched AEW, they would give away, like a random match that would happen on a pay-per-view on free damn TV.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna throw two names together. Darby Allin versus Adam Copeland could have been a match on a PLE, but instead it was on Dynamite or Rampage or Collision or Dark Evolution. Heck, we might as well throw Shockwave in there for extra credit.
I mean, like, here's the thing about AEW. And this is just honestly my 2 cents about, like, to stay on the topic of Shockwave here, is that when I heard that AEW was getting another show, I thought, oh, great, it's another show that's probably going to have either, like you said, more championships or another title that's just going to be forgotten about.
Yeah. Because we mentioned this on the episode where we discussed our problems with AEW, and one of them was an over influx of championships and roster members.
Also, maybe, like, and I actually got to say this real quick, but how about the fact is, like, oh, I don't know, like, you're like, because a couple of weeks ago, AEW had a pay-per-view where they did an unsanctioned match. This is 100% legit between okay. I know what I'm about to say, maybe a lot of hot takes, but it's just I feel like AEW, this is on topic here, relies too much on realism in their wrestling.
Yeah. It was the
Like,
whole realism in wrestling that made CM Punk quit AEW.
because not to mention, Swerve's house, this is 100% true, by the way. Swerve's childhood home got burned down on a random episode of Dynamite.
That's messed up.
Oh, you think that's messed up? They had it
And
unsanctioned.
I'm surprised whoever didn't get arrested for arson.
Oh, you think that's messed up? They had an Hangman and Page and Swerve. This is real. Had an unsanctioned match inside a goddamn steel cage that got so brutal that a syringe was used in the match.
AEW has some crazy weapons, but the timer just went off. So are we? So I guess my final thoughts are: AEW is brutal, and I'm not gonna watch Shockwave. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are: I hope AEW doesn't introduce more championships, but quite honestly, if I heard about it, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep, and I forgot to delete the last. I forgot to delete the
Yeah,
last prediction battle.
Great. We'll be back with topic number 3.
After I delete the things, yeah, we'll be right back.
Alright. Hello everybody, and we are back with WWE for the prediction battle. It is time for the prediction battle for WWE Bad Blood.
Which, if memory serves, hasn't happened since like 2005. So it's been like 2004?
Mm-hmm.
So wait, did Kevin Nash versus Triple H happen at Blood, but what, 2003?
Yes. Anyway, not important. On topic.
Well, kind of important.
Yeah, anyway.
What's that?
Alright. The matches that I see. And this is the order I see the matches, FYI. The first match, which honestly should be the main event, if I'm realistic. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Hell in the Cell.
Just keep in mind, this is the order that the match card he found on the internet is predicting it and does not reflect the actual order.
Actually, it is the opening match. It has been announced. Dead serious.
That's stupid.
Yes. The second match is...
Well, don't we... Do you want to, choose who's going to win the Hell in a Cell?
I choose... Punk.
Okay, I'll go this Just Psychopath, which, by the way, I forgot to say the punishment. We're going to make a tradition that in the month of October, whoever loses has to watch a bad horror movie of the winner's choice.
Yeah, just kidding. Anyway. The next match is for the WWE Women's Championship. For the Women's Championship, Nia Jax defending her championship against Bayley.
I see no way that Bayley walks out as champion. Whether it be because Nia Jax is being presented as a beast or Tiffany Stratton cashing in.
Yeah. The next match.
Oh, and I'm choosing Nia Jax.
Cool. I got Bayley. The next match is Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. A match I honestly thought would have been a
Why
Hell in a
is
Cell.
this not Hell in a Cell?
Agreed.
Yeah, we kind of said that at the same time. So Punk versus Priest versus Balor.
I got Finn.
Okay, I guess I'm choosing the Archer of Infamy then.
Alright, you got the fourth match. Another match should have been Hell in a Cell. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio in a shark cage.
Yeah, they're bringing back the shark cage, people. Not sure how I feel about that.
Who do you got?
I don't see some way that Dominic helps Liv retain, so I'm going Liv.
Alright, okay. And in the main event, this is what it says. This has also been confirmed. You can look this up after we're done. The main
No, I
event.
believe you, dude. I probably shouldn't, but I do.
The main event is the weird team of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns
OTC throw up the ones.
versus the supposed tribal chief Solo Sikoa and the Samoan werewolf, his enforcer Jacob Fatu.
This is a tough decision. Do I go against arguably my favorite wrestler in the modern day, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes? Or do I make the choice that honestly could cost me this thing and make me probably have to watch Friday the 13th for the second time in the history of this podcast and choose the team with Roman Reigns?
But
like,
also,
this is the...
And also,
what?
There's a lot of theories online that according to Cody Rhodes, that the big guy, there might be some big return. And a lot of people are theorizing said big return might be the final boss.
Yeah, I almost said big return could also be Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso reforming the original bloodline leading up to a War Games in November.
Also true. Who do you got?
Hang on. I can't believe I'm gonna leave this up to chance since I'm so conflicted once it loads up. Alright, heads is gonna be the Bloodline 2.0, tails, Roman and Cody. I'm going with the Bloodline.
Alright. And keep in mind, this is Roman Reigns' first match since his return.
Yeah, and we all know once he's finished with his family problems, and my freaking note isn't working again. We all know once Roman's done with his family problem, he's gonna turn his sights back on reclaiming what he lost.
Yep, and that's it.
Yep, and just a reminder that the loser, which hopefully this time will be Travis, knowing my luck, I just jinxed myself. Knock on wood and all that. The loser has to watch a bad horror movie just because it's October. That's legitimately the only reason we have. Anyways, that's all the topics we have for this episode. We'll be back next week with the results.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen.
See ya.